good. Okay, hello, everybody. Thursday night training. I'm really excited tonight because that's what I thought, Britt. I have a couple of things I want to go over, and Britt has a couple of things too. So we will be sure to keep it to 30 minutes. Okay, mindful of your time. So the first thing I actually wanted to say though is how amazing is that skincare? You should all have had it by now or have received it by now. It is absolutely phenomenal. What I will say to you is if you aren't super excited about it yet, do your research and you will be. So Britt mentioned earlier she did a live in the page, and thank you for that, Britt, because it urged me to go and watch it. I hadn't seen that one yet. The Lisa Gill video that Danielle has put up, she explains it so well. She tells you how to talk to your clients about it, and just the information. Like, I was listening to her and I was just getting so excited. So it really is phenomenal, and it really will help you, realize why it is such a game changer. And it is so funny because exactly what she said is when I used the retinol, exactly what happened to me. The redness here, flaky skin, dry here, and all around here. Like, honestly, she just nailed it perfectly. So I know what she's saying is 100% true because I actually experienced it myself, and it's a nightmare. Like, your skin is peeling and flaking, and it's red and it's horrible, and you can't cover it up. So anyway, a lot of people are looking for retinol. So the plant-based alternative is amazing. Whether or not you are excited about the skincare depends on whether or not it's actually going to blow your business up. So I was excited to have new skincare, but after watching her training, I was like, oh my God, okay. And I sat down and I started messaging everybody, and I was like, okay, who wants to have a workshop? Who wants a gold bag? It really did spur me into action. So there's a difference. So watch the training, because it will spur you into action, and you'll just be so excited. People pick up on your energy, and then if you're excited, they're excited. And it really is bloody amazing. And if you've tried it, you will know how beautiful it is on your skin as well. Now, the other thing I just wanted to touch on really, really briefly is when you are doing live videos, for those of you that don't have children, just be aware that like doing a live video, just be mindful of your times when you are doing them. If you're doing them anytime in the morning from, I don't know, probably 7:30 till 9 o'clock, you're not going to get mums on there because they're getting the kids ready and they're doing school drop off. And I've seen, the reason I thought of this is I saw one pop up on my page at 3:05 p.m. And on not my page, on my phone. I was driving and my phone was in the console, and I saw a person had gone live, and I was like, 3:05, who's going to be watching that? Not a lot of people, because most mums are driving home. So I'm aware if you don't have children, you might not be aware of that. So just be mindful. I think, around those times in the morning and in the afternoon, you're not going to get a massive captive audience, depending on who you're targeting. But for women my age or anyone with children, you're probably going to be best either doing it early in the morning, possibly middle of the day. Your 2 p.m. before school pickup is probably a really good time, or in the evening. Other than that, a lot of us, we just tap out and we can't be on our phones. So just a bit of I guess if you don't have kids, you might not be as aware of that. So I just wanted to mention that really, really briefly. Okay. Now, the other thing is tonight, I have just been to sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here. I've been to a little seminar tonight that was it was a plant-based nutrition expert talking about behavior changes and nutrition and things like that. So I was like, right, I'm going to go check this out. I'm always looking for, new ideas and things to learn. And basically I thought if I can get some things to bring back to you guys as well, that's amazing. So what I will say is he was really good. He did a presentation. He gave me some worksheets. I've literally just come from there, which I need to look over. But what I will also say is we are so lucky. Like I did know a lot of the stuff he was saying, and through this business, because I do so much personal development and I'm tapped into so much, and we have access to such incredible trainings, he wasn't telling me a lot of things that I didn't already know. Now he was still great, but I just feel like we have such an advantage, and I felt so lucky that a lot of the behavioral things he was saying and mindset things, through what I've done through this business, I already knew a lot of what he was saying, whereas a lot of people didn't, and it was new information to them. So I guess it was just for me reinforcing how lucky we are. And not only that, the types of trainings that we have access to as well, whether it be on nutrition or about mind coaching and mindset, like that's kind of the stuff that he was doing a little bit of. we have all that. Like, honestly, we really do. And I'm sure there's, lots to learn still, but I really did feel, I was like, wow. And what we get is such incredible training. So please make sure that you are jumping on and watching your AAC training, because guys, we've got it all at our fingertips. We are so bloody lucky what we have access to. We really are blessed. But I will go through the worksheets. He talks about triggers and how to change them and stuff. So if there's anything really good in there, I will pop it up for you guys to do, some worksheets. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly go over the what I went over when we were away, really, really quickly. And if anyone that wasn't there, wants more information, let me know. But the main things I was getting people to do really was have a look of basically being aware of what you think your strengths are in your business and where you think your weaknesses are. And I asked everyone to write down, 1 to 3 of their strengths in their business, and then to have a think about what, maybe 1 to 3 of their weaknesses are in their business. And when you're looking at your weakness, it could be failure to take action. It could be comparison. It could be, negative mindset. It could be anything. Okay. No one's going to see what you write down. But what I really encourage you to do is to turn the negatives into part of your daily positive affirmations. Okay. So if you said, if you're like, I find it really hard to take action, or that's one of my weak points, like I just, I don't take enough action. One of your affirmations would be, I'm constantly taking action in my business. I'm creating activity. Every idea I have, I put into action, and you want to do something like that. So if your, negative thought is about comparison, it could be that, you are constantly feeling happy for other people's success and you thrive on seeing others succeed and things like that. So really what I want you to do is take any of your negatives and put them into a positive affirmation. And if you've got one that you're not sure on how to do, send it through to me and I'll look at it and I'll flip it around for you and add that to what you were doing on the daily. So we're going to really try and reinforce and change that brain pattern so that your negatives can become a positive and really help you kind of, spur into action. That was one thing. We set some goals, which we've done in the team page. So we did the, what your activity goal is going to be by the end of the month, and where you will be by the end of the year in your business. And again, that is something I would be writing down every single day. So it's all well and good to say, I'm going to sell 5 skincares, book 2 workshops, sell 3 30 days, and then it's gone. Do you know what I mean? So write it down. And then tomorrow, write it down again. And then the next day, write it down again. And then even if you've said that you're going to sell 5 next to your computer, and this is what I did with the 30 days when I was trying to sell like 10 or 15 packs for some reason, I set a goal. Every time I sold one, I crossed it off. So I was like, okay, I got 8 left. I got 7 left. I got 6 left. It was after last AAC, I went nuts on it. But I really encourage you. It won't take long, depending on what your day looks like, but or what your affirmations look like. I do like a page a day, just add in there, I have sold 5 skincare sets, by September 30th or whatever we've got, 2020, and just keep, reinforce that goal and then take the action to actually complete, your goal. Identifying your gaps. So this was something that I went over, and basically what the idea behind this was just to help you see if, the reason why you might not be where you want to be in your business, because this stuff does matter. Okay. We go on about personal development so much because it matters. Okay. You can take all of the activity in the world. If your mindset's wrong, if your energy's not right, if you haven't, cleared everything so that you're getting all the positive vibes and all that kind of stuff, you could ask 50 people for a workshop, but you're not going to get the right response. Okay. And you might not be asking right, or you might not be seeing opportunities that you might have seen if you've been reading 10 pages of that book every day. How you react to people is different when you change your mindset. So, that is the spinning wheel, so that could be the reason, you've got a recipe for success and you might just be missing a few of the ingredients. Okay. And that's why the bloody cake's not rising, or that's why, you're just missing those key things and you think they're not important, but they are. You need to put them all in and then it's going to work. So what I got everyone to do was write gap or yes. Okay. For whether or not they're doing it. So the first one was, do you read 10 pages a day of a personal development book at least 5 days a week or more? And then you put yes or gap. All right. Do you listen to a SoundCloud on something Arbonne or some sort of podcast, at least 5 days when you're driving out or walking the dog, out of 7? Is it yes or a gap? Do you do your affirmations, your written affirmations, or speaking them out loud at least 5 times a week or more? Yes or gap. Do you do your visualization? And as I said, this was one of my things that I need to work on personally. I put my hand up for that. Visualization, do you do that at least 5 times a week or more? And it doesn't have to be an hour-long meditation. It can just be like, you know, visualizing yourself getting the car or walking the stage as an area manager, promoting up people in your team. Like, what are you wearing? Who's there? What have they done? Where do you go? What are you drinking? You know, all that kind of stuff. I'm wearing a red dress when I go nation, just putting it out there. I've visualized that one. Okay. Do you set aside time to work your business at least 5 days a week or more? Is it a yes or is it a gap? And I'm not talking about 5 hours a day. I'm saying, do you go, okay, so from 1 until 1:15, I'm doing business class. Do you say, okay, so today, you know, before I go to the gym, 9 till 9:15, I'm going to ask 5 people about the 30 days to healthy living. Okay, intent, really important, because as we know, the day just goes and boom, end of the day, I haven't asked anyone to join the business. Damn, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Because tomorrow I've got heaps of time. I don't really have that much on tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you go to work or you do the washing and then the kids need this and then you go food shopping and then you just knack it and you just really need a coffee and a break. And oh my God, 15-minute slots is all you need, but be intentional. So do you do that? Is it a gap or is it a yes? And these are all the little things that we need to do. The other thing I'll say, so that's pretty, I'm building relationships. So not posting on social media, but actually building relationships with people on social media is another one. So what I will say to you as well, though, is don't be like, oh, until I nail all of this perfectly every day, I'm never going to elevate. That's not true. RVPs, NVPs, area managers, no one's perfect. Okay. No one has a full score all of the time, but we constantly strive. We catch ourselves, we know where the gap is, and we're constantly picking it back up. I'll be the first to admit, I mean, I do my affirmations like every day because I'm addicted, because I love them and they make me feel good. But, you know, some days I might not get my 10 pages or I might not get something in, you know, and I don't go, well, that's it. That's nation done for this year. Guess I'll try again next year. You know, you don't have to get a 10 out of 10 every time, but be aware, be intentional, pick it back up the next day. It's like with a diet. You have something bad or you do something, you know, it's not the end of the world. You just pick it back up the next day. And that's what it's all about, the recovery and being consistent, which is what we always harp on about. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for me. Oh, well, Britt, there you go. I've just taken half your time. So I'm going to hand it over to the beautiful Britt, who is going to share some wonderful knowledge that she's picked up from these trainings that we have access to online. So I will hand it over to you, Britt, and mute myself.
Yeah, hey, and I think you were going to do a little summary of those gaps, maybe put it in a tab when you get a chance.
Yep, I was. I
think it's always good to go back to that.
I'll put it up.
Yeah, sweet. Hi, everyone, if you don't know me, because I don't know if I've met Tia before. Hi, Tia, how are you? I'm Britt, and I know everyone else, so that's great. Yeah, so I have been, first of all, the skincare, right? I just did a quick little comment because I was like, oh yeah, skincare, that's great. Most of my business is nutrition and I love RE9. I've really noticed lately, I've had a lot of Facebook memories coming up and I've been going, oh my God, look at how much older I look. And it was 6 years ago or whatever, my skin was so dull. Day 2, because I think I got mine, I was one of the first people to get mine, which was great considering I remember ages to get my I Want It All last time. So it was a bit of payback. Anyway, one day earlier, so I'm on day 2 of using it. I have used it morning and night because I actually have to give them up tomorrow as gold bags, and I'm going to be getting some white bags now. I am going to get some more because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I actually cannot stop rubbing my skin, guys. I am honestly blown away. I saw Amy write a little comment like, oh my gosh, like I'm not being weird, but I think I can actually notice something after one use. So I've now used it 3 times. Last night, this morning, or actually used it after swimming today, and then tonight, and my skin feels amazing. Like, oh, I am so, anyway, that's just my summary on the skincare. So if you're not excited, watch that YouTube. Once you get it, not only is it beautiful, but it really is incredible. I'm just, yeah, I'm getting very hyped up about it. So anyway, with the virtual trainings, this should only take about 10 minutes at most. But I and Sarah have a bit of access to some RVP trainings as well. And there was just one that I thought was really good for us people that have been around a little time, because I just, yeah, was reading through it and I go, you know what, I've kind of lost a part of that along the way. And I think this is wicked training as well for anyone that's brand new, because you can get it right from day dot. Okay, so this was a Canadian girl called Christine Archibald, Christine with a K. And I've just started following her on Insta. I haven't had time to actually check her out, but I really liked her vibe. She was a really, really humble, lovely girl. So if you're looking for someone to follow on Insta that you're not already following, she is just gorgeous. And she talked about exceptional customer service, basically. And, you know, I guess her opening statement was, if we're going to do well in Arbonne, we commit pretty quickly to be a lifer in Arbonne. So we make the decision, we go, you know what, no matter how convoluted or long or bumpy this journey is, some people are going to do it super quick, some people are going to do it medium, and some people are going to take 10 years to get to the top. There's plenty of people like that around. But, you know, it's when you make the decision to be a lifer, I guess, that your kind of business starts to work and get your shit together. And yes, you're going to have bad months, you can have good months, you know, all the rest of it. But what we also want is our preferred clients and our customers to be lifers, okay? So, and that part is absolutely down to us and how we service them. So I love my hairdresser. I will probably stay with her forever. I'm sure guys have got people in your life, and that's because she services me really well. She chats, she's so lovely, she follows up. She every time asks me, was I happy? You know, and I guess we sometimes forget to do that same job with our customers, and I really loved just a couple of key points. I am going to fly through them because there was quite a lot of notes, but they're all just little things, and I'm just hoping for us ones that have been around for a while, it just triggers something. You go, oh yeah, I'm not doing that. I should really go back to do those very basic things. So as I said, what we think about is what we bring about. So Sarah's always all over the affirmations and positive thinking, and I think that just has to be at the top of the list of almost every training, is a ... tap, tap, tap. If you're not really being positive and even positive in dealing with your customers, then they're probably not going to get that amazing customer service. So we set up PCs, we set up new consultants, but I guess the question is, are we following up? We need to serve and nurture those existing relationships like we had a mortar and brick business, like our hairdresser does, or our beautician, or whoever. Like, this is so simple, but we kind of forget this sometimes. I just love the basics of this training. We don't intentionally forget about people, but what it really does boil down to is missed opportunities. And I don't know, Celestina, Eve, Tara, some of you guys that have been around a little bit longer, like, do you not now go, I wish I'd kept a better notes of all the people in those first few workshops that I did? Like, I was going through some stuff, and I thought, who the hell even is that? I don't even know who they are, but they were one of my clients. I don't know who they were. I didn't even keep a good record of what they ordered. So new people learn from our mistakes. And I thought, yeah, there's so many missed opportunities when I look back on my journey with servicing my customers. So yeah, it's really good to be anal with note-taking, annoying as it is. Most people just want to be loved, right? In life, if you love on someone, they are all over you. So whether you're an aerobics instructor like me, or again, a beautician or a hairdresser, we just want to feel special. And it is like, I love going into my coffee shop. I don't have to order my coffee. They know exactly what it was. There was a new girl the other day and I couldn't even remember what I actually have. I just, blah, blah, blah. I can't think straight, because they always know what I want. And I feel so special. It's such a dumb thing, but I feel really special. So again, keeping notes, and we know what people are ordering from us. Be generous. Sometimes send that thank you card in the mail. We love getting snail mail. Like, how exciting, even when we get like a, I don't know, a little tiny band from Arbonne in the mail, or anything. Like, it could just be a postcard from Arbonne. Like, I don't know about you, but I get ultra excited when it's not a bill. So don't have to tomorrow go out and, you know, it can add up and send everyone a thank you card. But, you know, if someone buys this Age Well set off you in the next month, like, I would be sending them. That is a big gamble. They're trusting you. There's, you know, they maybe haven't been an RE9 user before. Like, that is worth a little card in the mail saying thank you. We all love to chuck a brand new limited edition release fizz stick at someone. You don't have to do it to all your customers, but pick out someone in your month to do that too. Get to know them, slow down and listen to them. I guess that's a big one for me, slow down and listen better. I'm just going to check over a couple of things. So yeah, look, generally people do business with people they like. If you think someone's an asshole, you're not going to go back. But by the same token, if someone's just you're probably not going to be loyal. Like, people are in this business because of you, either as your customer or as a consultant. They're in it because of you, because you've sold a vision or sold the vision around that product. So that's all people want. So we need to communicate and make jobs very easy for our customers. So the other day we got a free gift list. Chuck it on your page. You know, if you're talking to someone about a product, remember to message them that updated free gift list. We know it changes quite a lot. Like, the first thing you should be doing is smacking it on your VIP page and reminding people how easy it is for them to get that free gift. Remind them, you spend $180, you get free shipping and you get that free gift. So, because sometimes we just assume that that our customers remember all the rules surrounding Arbonne, but they don't. They've got other things going on in their life. So I think it's really important just to remind them and to make matters really easy for them. On that matter, look, we've all got those customers that don't like to do their own orders for whatever reason. We seem to have to do it for them. So make yourself available, because as much as they love Arbonne, like, food shopping is a necessity for them. Buying their Arbonne is not always a necessity for them. So they might love it and they'll get round to it. Like, I would never run out of protein, but there's other things in my cupboard that I'd be more scared if I ran out of. So it's just about being available, reminding people. Now, this brings me on to a really good point, is how do you feel about, or when you contact some of your preferred customers, do you feel like you're bugging them? Now, this hit me because quite often I'll think, oh my God, I just don't want to bug them with yet another message or whatever. And it is really quite negative thinking, because I think about other people in my life that remind me several times about the same thing. And to be honest, most of the time I'm really grateful, because life's busy. You see the messenger flash up in the car or something, but of course you can't touch your phone if you don't want the $1,000 fine to go with it. And you get home and you start doing dinner, and then it gets buried down the messenger list sometimes. I've gone back before trying to find a question for someone in Arbonne or retouch them and gone, oh shit, my cousin messaged me the other week and I didn't get back to her. I think you're unmuted, Elaine, I'm not sure. You know, we have to change our mindset around that and make sure the story that we're telling ourselves is a really positive one. You know, don't always assume that, you know, people, if they don't want to be bugged, most people will tell you. Okay, they'll say, oh yeah, that's good. I don't need reminding. If you really pee them off, they will, but I'm sure we're not like that. We have got some sort of radar as to when we're bugging people. But messages are so easy. If people don't want it, we all know they usually ghost us or not respond, or they respond very eagerly and get it, or we need to follow up. So I guess she was very big about making sure that we're telling ourselves that positive story. It is okay to keep reminding our clients about specials. It is okay to keep reminding them about, you know, bump your order up to 180 and get the free gift. Here's the free gift list, or this is the special on at the moment, or this is the skincare. Like, I literally have been messaging everybody about the skincare. Like, my list is bigger than what I've got through, but that's my intention for the, you know, end of September, is just keep messaging people, even people that normally haven't been interested in the skincare. So I guess it's about telling ourselves better stories. We're not bugging them. We're being amazing business people. Where, you know, it's like when you walk into, I don't know, Sports Girl, they come up to you and tell you there's a sale. Now, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I can read. But on the whole, I'm like, oh, awesome. Thanks for letting me know. You know, like, it's it's in and out your mind in 5 seconds flat. It's not like if they're not interested, they're not going to hate on you for the next week because you bugged them, you know, and told them about it. So I think it's important. That was a real, you know, big one for me, because occasionally I do think, oh, I don't want to message them again. I've already messaged them twice. Obviously not in the same day, but yeah, that was a big one. Just a couple of others. She said, you know, when a client doesn't respond or ghosts you, instead of saying I'm bugging you, like, you've got to change that recording in your head and say something like, I'm sure they're loving the products, but they just haven't got back to me yet. I'll check back again in a week. And that is going to really have a massive impact on your other reach outs, because we all know that if we get a negative in anything in life, or we get ghosted and we're waiting for a response, it affects us. Even if we've got a super strong mindset, there's a little dent or a little, you know, notch out of there. So it is so important to, if you get that negative thought, oh God, you know, think I'm bugging. No, they bloody love our products. They do. And they're really busy like I am some days. And, you know, they are definitely going to get back to me. And if they don't, I'll remind them again next week. I'm going to put a note in my diary right now. Just a couple of other things. Send outreach. Said that. Be available. Placing not yet. Treat your clients like they are your future business partners. Be that breath of fresh air, and don't underestimate the influence you can have on people's lives. You never ever know. Like, there is so many Arbonne stories out there that people who are now RVPs or MVPs were product consultants for 3 months, 3 years, you know, long time before something just clicked and they were like, I want to know more about the business. So you've got to set a great example. Don't make things too complicated for them. Don't go blah, 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 blah. We've talked about this a little bit lately about not spewing out too much Arbonne. Even with this new product, guys, when you watch the YouTubes or the information or read the information, don't try. I mean, obviously, bakuchiol is a massive one, but just learn 3 ingredients in there and know about those 3 ingredients. And it's going to make you sound like an expert without spewing out too much information. Again, you don't want someone in your network or your customer base thinking about joining the business, but then you make it sound like it's all so complicated. You've got to know so much knowledge. That, oh my God, I could never know what she knows. She's amazing. You know, Sarah's amazing. She knows absolutely everything on everything. I could never know that much on skincare. It just all sounds too complicated. So it's a real lesson for us as well, is impart that information on your customers, but keep it simple, stupid. Keep it short, sweet, and sound like you're an expert by just nailing some one-liners on, you know, maybe 2 or 3 of the ingredients. I think that's an important one with us going forward with the skincare. And she really just wrapped it up to say, you know, it is a pretty broken world, especially at the moment. Treat others how you'd like to be treated, compliment people, notice people, lead with love, and the right people will fall into place. Never, you know, more than ever, our world needs people that want to connect and build us up. So again, it's just really, yeah, keep it simple, stupid. I don't even know what I said, Celestina, but I am that person that always gets those sayings wrong. I used to get laughed at all through high school because of that. But that really was it. I just thought it was such basic information, but it was like a bit of a love punch as well, because we can just forget to service people, keep great notes, keep great follow-ups, and just really love on our people. You can pick 1 or 2 up here and there, but, you know, really service them well. So that was it, really.
Perfect.
I'll keep watching though. There might be other real pearls coming.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely spot on, Britt. I think you've absolutely, yeah, that was exactly what everyone needed to hear, and you nailed, yeah, absolutely everything. So I think that's it for tonight, guys. We've stuck to the time slot that we allocated. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, I guess just shoot them through. I'll pop up the identify your gaps now that I've spoken about it. But other than that, yeah, just keep trying that skincare and just go out there, get excited, watch that YouTube, and this can be massive for your businesses, guys. It is up to you whether or not you make this, you know, really be something incredible, because, yeah, everyone is going to be wanting to get their hands on this. So enjoy the rest of your Thursday, everybody. Speak to you all very soon.